Petrov. There's Ryan Nelson.
I can remember Fabrice just falling over and literally lying on the field.
Fabrice Muamba is struggling, and Andy Mitchell, the physio, has come on.
It was a person absolutely fighting for his life.
Here's a chance for a ball to come in, and I started running for the D, and that's when all the light changed and legs wouldn't work, and I felt myself falling.
I thought, he's gone. This is this is the last time I'm going to see Jeff. You know.
Boom, shock, and then we got back that heartbeat.
Have been efforts, it would seem, from our vantage point, to try to resuscitate Fabrice Muamba.
Next thing you know, there was kind of a hope. Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Fulcher. I'm the New Zealand Football Medical Director. New Zealand Football is committed to having a defibrillator at every club along with an action plan. You can get a defibrillator from New Zealand Football for less than cost price.
Fabrice Muamba, former Arsenal player.
This is the 43rd minute. He would have been sprinting, doing everything during the game. It was literally like a sniper had hit him and he just collapsed. A non-contact collapse is a sudden cardiac arrest until proven otherwise. If you see a player fall to the ground with no one around them and no contact, you should assume that they've had a cardiac arrest.
We weren't sure at the beginning whether you'd knock someone's head or you'd run into the posts, or that's what we thought in the beginning.
It's important to realise that the player may still be breathing, they might have their eyes open, and they might actually look like they're having a seizure. So if you see any of those things with a non-contact collapse, you should assume that that player's had a cardiac arrest until proven otherwise. Your club needs a defibrillator, but more importantly, everyone needs to know how to use it. You need to have an action plan at your club.
You started fitting, and then you just stopped fitting, and it was really clear at that stage that your heart had stopped, and we started CPR. We linked into 111, and someone, I think Doug, you called for the AED.
The first thing you need to do is make sure that you're safe. The second thing you need to do is call 111 and get help. The third thing is to go and get the defibrillator if you're on your own. The defibrillator is the thing that will save your mate's life, not the CPR. The CPR just keeps the player alive. You don't need to be a doctor to do this. You just have to be prepared to have a go and help your mate. You've got nothing to lose.
We put the pads on you, turned it on, and then it was just, it talked, well, was it Siri? She talked to you, and
It's a bit louder.
Apparently, and it was that's it. Just
it's very, very easy. That's the wonderful thing about the AED, isn't it?
Idiot proof.
Yeah.
Which is probably good.
Inside, you'll find some CPR pads. These pads are normally inside a plastic bag. These are training pads. In the bag, you'll also find a razor for shaving the chest if you need to, and also a mask for CPR. You obviously need to then switch the machine on, and it will tell you what to do.
Unit OK. Adult pads. Stay calm. Check responsiveness. Call for help.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Open airway.
Tip the chin back.
Check breathing.
You can feel for breath coming out of his mouth or look at his chest.
Attach defib pads to patient's bare chest.
Place them on the player's chest and remove the sticker backings. Then we can start CPR. The pads show us where to place our hands for chest compressions. The machine will tell you whether or not you have to shock the player. You don't have to decide that.
Stop CPR. Don't touch patient. Analyzing. Shock advised. Don't touch patient. Press flashing shock button. Shock delivered. Start CPR. Push harder.
So if you're not doing CPR properly, the machine will tell you.
Good compression.
Make sure you allow enough time for the chest to come back up. So you're pushing down and letting the chest come back up. Think about the song Staying Alive or Another One Bites the Dust. If you keep to the rhythm of those songs, you're pushing fast enough. Remember, if you're in doubt, hard and fast is the way to go.
Good compressions.
In most cases when you do CPR, the recommendation is to do 30 chest compressions to 2 breaths. But when people fall over in a sports field, they're already full of oxygen, so the breaths are not quite as important. You have about 10 minutes before that becomes a big issue. You'll get tired, so don't be afraid to ask your mate to help you. You need to do this quickly. If you can defibrillate the patient within 120 seconds, the outcomes for the player are much better. Every club needs a plan and a defib. It could be your mate that you're saving.
I just think it's vital to have an AED at every sports club. Basically, it saves lives. Yeah, without it, I wouldn't be here.